So you guys ready for a magnet fishing extravaganza? This is a pretty neat old bridge I just kind of came across today. It's from the early 1800s, and this is a little park in the middle of the highways. Sorry for the background noise. But I got to looking at it, and it's kind of really deep right here. It's way over my head, I can guarantee it. So I don't know if there's going to be anything in here or not, but we're next to a major city. Really close, well, close to two major cities, and this was the old road back in the day. And this is a public park now. So not only do we have a chance of finding some really old stuff, oh, there was also a factory here in the 1620s. So it's really, really old area. But there could be anything in here, anything from Civil War muskets and cannonballs to just guns that people wanted to get rid of, you know, just parked up there because there's a big like play area and stuff and a big parking lot. People can come down here and swim and do whatever they want, like throw guns in the river. And iron chest full of gold coins. Has to be iron on it for us to find it. But we're going to throw the magnet in as much as we can right here, and then we're going to go up around to the other side. Look at all the trash. Like I said, we're really close to two major cities, and then we're going to go around the other side and try that too. But you see, it's a really old bridge. They say it got washed out in a flood a couple decades ago. It was actually mostly here not that long ago. Enough yapping. You're going to see this video whether we find anything or not. I'm just going to warn you. You'd probably look at the time, how much time we have left to figure out whether or not I found anything. I hope you guys are ready. Kind of neat to think about that there have been people here for many hundreds of years, probably sitting on this very rock by this bridge. All right, hopefully I won't throw all my gear in, but you ready? First toss. We're just going to toss it out just across the first channel here. There we go. Nice hard bottom. Ooh. Wow, it's deep. I could feel it going along, and then it just dropped off. There's a deep channel there of some sort. Probably just solid rock. If I lived closer to this area, I'd be in there scuba diving, so there may not be anything in there because I'm sure other people probably thought of it too. Nothing yet. Whee! Let it sink to the bottom. Let's pull it. Oh, there we go. No. It's a really heavy magnet. Or somebody could have already magnet fished this. This rock is kind of neat. It goes down like this on an angle, and it's a big gully right in the middle. I imagine anything that's ever been in there is really easy to find for other people too. If it wasn't so cold, I'd jump in there with my mask and snorkel, but it's a little too chilly for me. Just kind of pulling it across slowly. You can feel it bouncing over rocks and logs. Yeah, it's solid rock down there. So if we could see, we wouldn't have to worry about having to dig it up. You'd just be able to look and see the stuff. We see a giant piece of metal down there, probably from something that washed downriver, but well, not so good. I'm not getting anything at all. What I'm going to do now, I'm just kind of working my way downriver with it, letting it go a few places here and there. It'd be nicer if I had the rope a little closer, I reckon. I'm here. This rope is actually just the kind you get at Wally World for like towing people behind boats. It's got a little floaty thing on it, so if you do drop in the river, at least the rope won't sink, although it probably wouldn't sink anyway. Yeah, that's just leaves down there. I can just feel the magnet sliding across the bottom. Working along the edge of this rock right here. Other people could have magnet fished this by now, I imagine. I think they probably did, because I don't think we're getting any nails, are we? No, not a one. Hope that magnet's still working. There's like a big pile of rocks right there behind there, all piled up, and then just drops off. Very steep. I'd say it's probably at least 8 or 10 feet. Which is really surprising because it's shallow right down there. All right, we got nothing so far. Under the bridge. A little gushier into there. It's kind of muddy. You know, people have thrown stuff in here over the years, so this must have been fished out. And it takes a long time for stuff to grow back for magnet fishing. Turned my head because the water was flying off the rope. Other people have to throw stuff in. Not as deep over there. It's only about 6 feet right there. Like a hole right below the bridge. Man, this isn't very good, is it? It's terrible, in fact. I don't think I'm getting a nail even. Right, there we go. Not all the way across, but it's up, almost all the way across. Oh no. I'm snagged, but it's giving just a little bit, so I think I can pull it free, I hope, because I'm not going in there. Come on, buddy. You know, it's probably on a big piece of iron. Let's see. I'm gonna have to put my back into her. Hope it doesn't break. Kind of lean backwards. Ready? Oh, it broke free. You notice I made sure I was going to fall back on land. It's a big piece of steel there. It's probably a modern girder or something. It's not a cannonball. It's way too big. All right, this isn't so hot. We'll throw one more time downstream. And yeah, look, I got a piece. Well, maybe it's a giant cannonball. Really old rust. Could be. I don't know. It's not a clean thing, whatever it is. We might try that again because it did come free. Well, it didn't really budget much. Doesn't make much sense, does it? It's not like I'm making a budget. And I do make budgets. All right. I'm gonna throw one more over there where that thing was, because they use big cannonballs down here, like 100-pounders. So, wait, could be a 100-pounder. Boy, not even close to where I was. Nah, I'm too scared to do that again. It didn't move at all. Well, just a little bit, but all right. Let's go ahead and move. We'll go downstream just a little bit, and then we're gonna go up above the bridge and try it. And that's it. One target out there, and we couldn't even get it. That's pretty sad, isn't it? So this is my stuff right there. I decided to just look around a little bit first. And I can see there's a piece of like railroad rail right there. And we'll probably hook something like that right up next to the bridge. So I'm actually kind of glad I didn't throw it back out again. Yeah, but look how just solid rock right here. I don't want any more rail. I don't want to lose my magnet. Okay. Well, I'll pitch it in a couple times in this area right here, and then we'll go up above the bridge. But before we do, this is kind of curious. You see, this is where the bridge went across, and it anchored on the solid rock. But look at these drill holes here. This is where they blasted out a bunch of this big rock here for some reason. And for the life of me, I can't figure out why. Because it's below the bridge, and it would not have affected anything. Why would they have wanted to do that? Just right in this area right here. Huh. And that could have been done, you know, in the early 1800s with a hammer and a chisel that they just bang on and make it go down. I guess I should say a drill, but you know, there's another one right there. I think it's got a piece of metal in it. Okay, we're just going to take a couple casts down here. The piece of iron right there, that rail from like the railroads right there. So we're going to stay away from it, but just a couple right over there. Not too far. It's not very deep right here. Well, it's probably about 4 feet out there. Ah, no. No. I just saw the rope get sucked underneath a rock like this, and the magnet went that way. So hopefully it's not stuck yet. It's on its way to being stuck, though. Oh, no, it is. There we go. I got lucky. If I had to pulled on that just a little bit tighter, it would have gone right into that crevice, and I'd have had to go in to get it. And I would have had to put shorts on. Well, I guess I wouldn't have, but water's cold. It's probably in the, it's probably around 50 right now, about the air temperature. Well, it did get below freezing last night. Yeah, this is just like, there's a lot of leaves right here. All right, let's go up above the bridge, and then we'll call it a day. What do you say? Not doing too good yet, are we? I guess I fooled you a little bit, because there's going to be much more time after I told you there wouldn't be any time if I didn't find anything, because this is getting to be kind of long for nothing, isn't it? Okay. All right. I don't think this is going to take very long, because it's a lot of leaves and it's not very far to throw it, thankfully. Guess I should have got some more slack over here. short throw to start with. There we go. And lots of rocks. Lots of leaves. Not a thing. Wow. I figured we'd at least get like an iPhone or something. Somebody pitch. I did see one in the bushes earlier today. It was broken though. I guess somebody was getting rid of it for some reason. Yeah, there's nothing. We'll throw one up there, and then we're gonna have to call it quits. I gotta get home, and it's a long drive. I just don't have good feelings about this place. It's not even a wrench. That's it. That's the last one. All right, we'll work it in slow. Ooh, running along the ridge or edge of something. I can feel it rolling sideways. It's kind of weird. There we go. Yep. All right, that's it. Nothing. Not even a pair of pliers from the fishermen. Got one rock. Little tiny rock. Sorry, guys. There's metal down here, because we're down by the modern bridge just below the old one. And there's chunks of metal and stuff. And some others in the river. But anyway, I went downstream, because it looks like it gets deep down there. And I thought it might be a good area to look. You see a bucket where people fish. But when I got down to the bucket, I looked up and I could see these guys up there in tents. So I guess they're like homeless people, I guess. But what made me a little bit nervous was that you can see the beer can that's in the middle of the creek there on that stick. It's full of bullet holes. So they're up there shooting at it. And we're well within the city limits. So they're outlaws with guns. So I'm not going to go down there right now. Just in case. Don't want to end up face down in the creek. You just never know. I'm always a little bit nervous when there's crazy, well, I don't know if they're crazy, but well, I guess they are if they're shooting guns in town here in the city. It's kind of a rough city, to be honest with you. And I don't know, they could have a meth lab up there in the woods. Who knows? I'm not going to take a chance, though. I'm going to retreat. Even if I'm not armed, but even if I was, I'd be retreating on this one. I'll do a little more research and maybe drive around and see what's over there. See if they're legit or not. But they shouldn't be shooting guns here, that's for sure. All right, let's go. I put myself through it, so I figured, well, you can go through it too. Because you're tough, right? Hoorah. We'll see you on the next one. She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring.